What's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for stopping by. First of all, before we get into anything else, I wanted to say thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching these videos, thanks for being a part of whatever it is that I do over here. Definitely appreciate that. We just topped 800 subscribers on my channel, and with that, I was talking about on Twitter how I was going to be doing a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away 8 $10 gift cards, Android or Apple. Only thing you have to do, of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below with your in-game name. That is how I'm going to reach out to you. I, of course, in-game am King Loki Bear. And, yeah. So, with that said, let's jump into the real reason you're here, and let's check out Symbiotic Supreme. So what's up, guys? So, first thing we are going to go into here is going to be Old Man Logan in Labyrinth of Legends, and the reason why is because he gets a huge amount of buffs every time he goes berserk. Our game plan is basically going to be to pop our special 3 whenever he's got all of those buffs up, because it'll nullify them all, he'll take a ton of damage, and then we'll be able to make him bleed like crazy. Hopefully that will work for us. So let's jump in and let's make that happen. Alright, and actually, guys, first run through there, I got 11% off of him. I got a phone call, and yeah, totally sucked. So I revived. I am trying again here. For some reason, I don't know why, I have trouble with his heavy. He constantly hits me with that second hit on his heavy. I don't know why. I just constantly jump right and dash right into it. So here we are. We are going to just kind of try and nullify whatever we can here. As you can see, Old Man Logan is not regenning. His regen is on a constant nullify against us, which is kind of cool. He's not really building up a whole lot of those berserk charges. If you see the orange icon under his name, not really going up at all. We're going to pop our first special one, just that way we can try and bleed him out a little. He started this fight at 89%, took off 2% of his health by the time we got to our first special 3, so that's kind of cool. Hopefully these bleeds, we will be able to get them stacked. They will do quite a bit of damage here. As I get hit with the special, not so good. Okay, so he's got 3 berserk charges. Hopefully he will pop that, and we will be ready to pop our special 3. As our last stagger kind of falls off, we're kind of hoping that that's what happens here. Now I do get worried that I'm going to end up getting backed into a corner, so I end up popping this. Sometimes it's just kind of like my normal flow is to just, pop that special 3 when I have it, and so I fail to save it until, when it would be most beneficial. Especially on these Labyrinth of Legends fights, I've really kind of been going through with Domino and Hyperion, and so the Symbiotic Supreme is kind of like a different way of playing, for sure. Some of the things I like about the Symbiotic Supreme, his power gain. So if you nullify a bunch, he will gain just bars of power. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very fast. And then you'll be able to get into that Fury bleed mode with the special 3 right away. The bleeds are doing some pretty consistent damage here. 233 per bleed. Typically, it seems like I'm getting anywhere from 5 to 10 of them without a problem. And this is kind of going to be the end of it there. So here we have 122 hits. We were able to take him down a pretty good amount. So we started that fight off at 89%. Just for a damage comparison, I'm going to do this next little bit with Domino, just so you can kind of see the difference in damage there from a top dealing damage person versus, you know, not playing Symbiotic Supreme right. So we got 14% damage off with 122 hits. Now this Domino is rank 5, level 65, so kind of a bit of a difference there. She's also SIG level 200, so those critical failures deal 1500 damage every single time they pop. And she is blocking a bunch of buffs that way. Get some solid critical bleeds. Now, of course, he is getting his regen here, but it's only 10 per second, so he's really not regenning a whole lot. It's not something that we necessarily would have to worry about against Symbiotic Supreme in the first place. So that's kind of cool. Here we're doing a special 3. Apparently I wasn't far enough back that time. Now, a rank 1 6-star at level 25 is supposed to be the same as a rank 5 5-star, I believe, at level 65. So, ideally what we're looking at here is a pretty close comparison between the two. Of course, one is a major damage dealer. She has, of course, Incinerate, Bleed, Critical Failure. And the other one, we weren't quite able to get his major damage dealing way out, which is whenever buffs are present. It just seemed like they weren't coming at the right time. We were just holding on to that special 3 forever. Of course, I mean, we're talking seconds here, but it just felt like forever. And I think we're probably around 120, maybe 140 hits right now, so I think I'm gonna call it quits here and just let her die. Or maybe not, because I do love Domino, and she is just an amazing damage dealer. Clearly there's a clearance at Walmart going on, guys. Love that app. If you don't have it, I wouldn't recommend necessarily getting it, but hey, there's a clearance going on. You might get some good shit. Alright, and I screwed up one too many times there, so this is done. So let's take a look here. So we have 197 hits, almost 200 hits, but we were able to deal 40% of the damage to Old Man Logan. Last fight here, this is going to be Symbiotic Supreme versus Groot. This is in the Variant Ultron quest. And yeah, this is a fight where he will excel at. This is the fight we want to have him in. Alright, back to the fight. Here we go. Groot starts off with Fisticuffs, which is where you cannot debuff him or parry him. And that's good, because we're going to build up these staggers. These staggers prevent his buffs from coming up, and at the same time they build up our genetic potential, which will then give us additional power. Now we're at 100. We're going to get a special 3 here. He has all of his buffs, so this is perfect. This is where we want him. We pop our special 3, and now we're going to talk about amazing damage. Had I been able to do this to Old Man Logan, it would have been a totally different story. But you see there's 79% to 54% with 1 hit on Variant Groot. That's a huge amount of damage. Huge amount of damage. Now, one thing that you guys do need to know is that if you end up using Symbiotic Supreme in Variant, in this chapter, he gets if he gets a buff, Groot will end up getting Power Flood because of like the Spite Node or whatever it is. You cannot nullify that. You cannot. Stagger doesn't affect it, and then whenever you do your special 3, that doesn't matter either. So I'm just trying to get his buffs up there one more time, and then we'll special 3, and then that will end it. We'll deal at least that 20% damage right there. This was an awesome fight. Groot has been constantly giving me problems, just mainly because of the Spite Node there, that Power Flood. And yeah. So let's see here. We did 63 hits. He didn't hit me once. That is awesome. I am definitely going to be using this guy throughout Chapter 2 in the Ultron variant mode, and I think he is definitely a specialist in this area. Anyone with tons of buffs will just be able to get ripped to shreds. I do want to try this guy out against Unstoppable Colossus in Labyrinth of Legends, but we'll see what ends up happening and when I end up actually doing that. As for right now, guys, again, thank you so much for joining the channel, hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this, definitely share it out with your friends. Subscribe for more. No matter what, leave your name, in-game name, in the comments down below. I'll be choosing a winners next Sunday. Alright, laters, y'all.